All right, Rachel, where are we today?
We're in North Carolina, Valentine.
The #1 market center in all of KW. And we've been here for 2 days now, learning lots of good info, shadowing the programs that they have running here, the TL, the PC program, learning lots of stuff to bring back to our BCP family.
Yes.
And what are we're gonna role play a little passive income conversation with a recruit, right?
Right. So Scott is the recruit, and this is my second meeting with Scott. He understood the 100%. That's not really good enough for him because he's already at 95.5. He doesn't see a lot of value in the 100%. He feels he's very comfortable where he is.
Rachel got me back in here today because she promised me that we would talk all about this passive income, these opportunities, which quite frankly I think, they sound I'm a little skeptical, so
all right.
I want to hear more about it though.
All right, so let's talk about passive income and what are the opportunities. And of course this marker doesn't work. What are the opportunities here at KW?
What are they?
So, Scott, you remember I talked to you a little bit about profit share, right?
Yeah.
How when, any company, so our 70-30, the 30% is our gross profit, just like with your company, the 10% is the gross profit. We pay our rent, we pay our salaries, we pay all the expenses, we come up with a net profit. That net profit is then divided, 52% goes to the owners and investors, and then 48% it goes back to the agents who helped us grow our market center. So our agents, you know Deb Norman, right?
Yeah, I had a deal with her before. Yeah.
So Deb Norman last year collected $18,000 in profit share alone in passive income.
But now is like my expectation that I have to come over here and spend time away from my business recruiting agents to build that?
So you're not recruiting. Actually, I'm recruiting for you. You are, the funny thing is when agents come here and you love KW, our agents stay here for our models, our systems, and when they're here, your colleagues will ask you how you're liking it, and the only thing you have to do is introduce them to me. And if they join, they go under your downline, and you start making profit share. You said you run a team at Remax, and you have buyer's agents. Are they in your downline? Are you doing profit share? Is your company doing profit share?
No.
And the cool part of our profit share is if you're in the company for 3 years full time, you get vested in, and you get profit share for life. You can inherit it, trust it, will it, you can do whatever you want with it.
So like right now I have 2 buyer's agents on my team. If I bring them over, I can bring them in under me and immediately start earning that?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. If they come in and if they put you as a sponsor, that's exactly right. They come in your downline. So if you come in, Scott comes in and brings 2 buyer's agents, A and B, every time they have a closing, the 30%, not from their split, goes into this pool, gets divvied up, and I talked to you a little bit about the 7 levels and how you can make profit share from it.
So passive income from profit share, what else though?
So I'm just going to give you an example of somebody who joined our market center 3 years ago.
Okay.
And in the last 3 years, she has made over $35,000 in profit share, and last year alone she made $18,000.
Okay.
So I'm going to give you real numbers based on what our agents are making. There are agents in our market center who are making over $75,000 in profit share. So this is a pretty conservative number. Then there is our title company.
Yeah, we have a title company at Remax, so how is that going to get me passive income?
That's great. So you use their title company, your attorneys use their title company?
Yeah, pretty frequently.
And what do you get out of that?
Nothing really.
Nothing really. So we have our own title company, and you have the opportunity to be an investor within the title company. All you have to do is use our preferred attorneys, and the return on investment is over 200%. So on an average, our agents are making anywhere between $4,000 and $5,000 annually being a part of the title company.
And and all I have to do is just use the title company to close my deals.
Yes, absolutely. So I'm just gonna put $5,000 out of title company. I mean, these are real numbers. Agents making over 200% on their investments in a title company.
Yeah, I guess the one concern I have about this though is like I've got my good relationship with the attorney that I use. Like I don't necessarily want to use your preferred attorney. Like I've got my attorney, so.
Well, this is something that you don't have to worry about. We have our Brian Allen, who will be in touch with your attorney. He will meet with your attorney and make sure that every transaction that you give to this attorney, all you have to do is request him to use our title company. It's almost like you know, if you were an investor in Pepsi, you wouldn't go and buy Coca-Cola, right?
No.
So this would be your company that you would get returns on. So why wouldn't you ask your preferred attorney to use this title company?
And that's something that's available to me as an agent.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Then you have the opportunity to be an investor in the Carnegie Home and Auto Insurance. This is something that shares are opening up in January. And again, it's, you know, this is another added service to your clients, and you are able to make, if you do qualify, if you do give referrals to our home and auto company, you will have the opportunity to be an investor in our home and auto company. So that can potentially give you, these are very, very conservative numbers. So in 10 years, and we can dive more in depth, but in 10 years, this company with the residuals can make you $375,000.
And all I have to do is, again, just have my clients use Carnegie Home and Auto?
Absolutely. I mean, not even use. All you have to do is give referrals. So once your deal goes under contract, you have basically 5 business days to get your clients, because they're going to be looking for home insurance. All they have to do is write an email to our rep with their phone number, connecting them together, and that counts as a credit to you for giving those referrals. And there are criteria that in a year, if you give 9 referrals, you have the opportunity, if they close, their conversion is very good, you have the opportunity to become an investor with a Carnegie Home and Auto company.
Okay. So I mean, I've got, I guess, that looks like I've got $33,000 worth of passive income opportunity.
Exactly. And now, the best part is, you know how we talked about our capping system?
Yeah.
I mean, so the disappearing cap is basically paying the company no cap at all. And I'm going to get into it a little bit more. So you come in and you bring in somebody who has closed in the trailing 12 months $5 million. So he's like a capper. Every time a capper comes and joins the company that you referred their name to me, they put you as a sponsor, you get 25% off your cap. So your cap is $37,000 minus 25%, so you're at $27,750. So if you bring in a year 4 cappers who join Keller Williams, if you introduce me, and if they do join Keller Williams and put you as a sponsor, your cap literally starts to disappear.
So I'm going to get to a point where, I mean, in that example, what you're saying, 4 cappers, if they come in, they name me as a sponsor, I've put them in touch with you.
Yes.
I could get to a point where I'm not paying a cap here?
Yes, you're not paying a cap at all. I mean, I'll give you an example of one of our agents. She recently actually joined from your company, Nikia Rizvani. I don't know if you know her.
Yeah, I know her very well.
So she came in, right after she came in, Melissa Rubenstein came in. Melissa Rubenstein is a capper. She's a $10 million producer. Nikia, from a $37,000 cap, got reduced 25%, $27,750, and then Corinne joined, and Lisa Marinazzi joined, and Pat Zengel joined. So next year, she's not paying any company dollar to Keller Williams. So she's not only making 100%, but she's also now a title investor, has the opportunity to become a Carnegie Home and Auto investor, and she has all those agents in her downline and collecting profit share.
It's pretty wild. with the disappearing cap, what if I bring in more than the 4 cappers?
It rolls over. So let's say if you brought in 6 cappers, which is awesome. So now for the following year, you'll be paying a half cap because you literally brought 2 more cappers in. And anybody who is not a capper, who is somewhere between who's closed around $1.25 million to $5 million, you'll still get 10% off your cap. So now if you add this up, that's 47.52. That's about $70,000 in passive income. So now we talked about your GCI a little bit, and we know that you were making about $325,000, and at Keller Williams you would make $340,000. And not only that, add another $70,000 because this is your passive income stream.
Yeah, and this is all literally how I'm running my business right now, so.
So what do you think?
Doesn't seem that complicated.
Doesn't seem that complicated. Now these are the opportunities that you think your company can offer.
They don't.
Shall I drop the paperwork? Should I be calling up Natalie right now?
I need some time to think about it, but this sounds pretty good.
All right, awesome. What is it that you want to think about?
I mean, it all looks good on paper, but I would just like to get some more info on this.
Sure. So what I'd like to do,
I mean, yeah.
What I'd like to do, Scott, is, we went through this. Now you have the opportunity to make almost $100,000 more in passive income because, as I said, these numbers are very conservative. Why don't I set a meeting up with Al? We'll be able to dive a little more deeper with the Carnegie Home and Auto, with title, and take it from there. Sounds good?
Yeah, that would be good.
How does Monday at 10 o'clock sound? And I'll check in with Al and we can confirm something.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right.